It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Denver, where we'll see the Nuggets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they must be satisfied with the way things have gone for them over the first few months. They've played with confidence and composure and have won more than their share of games. And you look at AI, taking the league by storm. Kenny, he has really drawn some big crowds.
Man, some guys, it takes a while to build a fan base. But this guy has done it super quick. Other guys, this guy's like Shaq. He's become popular right away. When you came to Orlando with the Mickey Mouse hat on, and man, that was incredible.
I don't like to toot my own, but I was the first guy to have Player of the Week his first week in the league.
Get out.
Yeah.
Ever. No one ever had that.
Nah.
You know what stuns me about that?
What?
The fact that you would say you don't like to toot your own horn.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, you're wearing that thing out. I'll tell you that right now.
Wow. We know every song on that horn.
Let's, by heart. Because you play it every day.
Man.
Non-stop. Here it comes again.
Frankie Dizzy
Toot, toot, toot.
We are live in Denver, Colorado, the hometown for the Nuggets for an Eastern versus Western Conference matchup right here. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. For the 76ers right now, they're focused on kicking off to a good start on the road trip here. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
This is a team with high expectations, and they don't end with the regular season.
Yeah, now the real work is about to start. They got themselves in a good position with the playoffs coming up. Now it's time to take their play to another level.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing...
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. And now, Chris, a few games under their belts, we're seeing some inexperienced guys take that next step, make that leap.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys are really doing a great job on that level and given the opportunity to play in this game. And it's maybe because so many young players are being counted off for big roles now. You know, the game has kind of changed where in the past they would be on the side learning from a veteran and being kind of introduced and slowly introduced to the game. Right now, though, guys, we've seen what they've done in college. We know that they've had great coaches and great coaching. And so, yes, the bar has moved up where we expect younger players to do more because the game is built for younger players. Fast-paced, the speed of the game, shooting threes, and just having fun out there. And so, yeah, I think a lot more is expected of young guys. And I think they're embracing the fact that they have a lot more responsibility.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. A-Train is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Covington in at the 3.
And look at the fearlessness. It comes into play when we talk about Simmons. He's a force inside.
Philadelphia is shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he knocks down the first one. You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that He's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Well, Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
Really on his game. And there's the call on A-Train. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
On defense, Philadelphia. 4-point game. Barton against Covington. And that one's good. Barton. We play just over a minute here in the first. Outside, Simmons. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Nuggets on D. A-Train, the pass to Embiid. Lock at 6. And Fultz gets it to go.
Adept at figuring out ways to score from mid-range. Fultz, showing he has the touch.
On the way, Harris. Millsap kicks to Murray. Covington trying to break free. Murray, no good. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
Down low, here's A-Train, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Suns. Murray kicks to Jokic. Over Fultz. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Covington. Barton with some nice D.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Barton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Shots like this demonstrate why people are excited about Embiid. I mean, he has no fear catching the shoot.
Harris outside. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. I mean, that's just a defensive breakdown.
Here's A-Train. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Ball's knocked loose. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Harris outside. For 3, Millsap. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 4. The shot's good for A-Train. A-Train's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up with the Nuggets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
And Philadelphia has possession, following the miss by Jokic. Passes it to A-Train. In the corner, Simmons with it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from. I mean, the closer he is to the rim, the better.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Well, that's put them up by double digits. Trying to run away with this one, wire to wire.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, think back to when Ben Simmons was first drafted as the top pick in 2016. Everyone knew he could be a playmaker as a small forward. but really, he functions fully as a point guard when he's out on the floor.
Denver making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Jokic. Back to Thomas. The feed to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And Chris Simmons, a player that almost transcends the traditional basketball position.
He's a playmaker, plain and simple. He has the height and vision and skill to line up anywhere. Simmons, he could be viewed as a generational talent when it's all said and done.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Paul Millsap. 18 feet out.
Oh, come on.
No good off the front iron.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
And stolen by Simmons. Moving it up. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, but they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now, here's Thomas. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. He kicks to Millsap. Three-pointer. That one, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
Now Thomas, following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. 4 on the shot clock. Thomas, and all around to win that time before dropping in. The 76ers leading by 8. Simmons on the wing. Millsap covering. They get it back. Lets it go with a 3. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from A-Train. A-Train's got 11.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. To the inside, and stolen by Simmons. And it's blocked by Simmons. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
A different look for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Lyle comes in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for Barton. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Joel Embiid. Saric comes in for Ben Simmons. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Now, here's McConnell. Lock at 6. Inside. Knocked loose. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Thomas kicks to Porter. Over Chandler. Porter, no luck.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And there's the pass to A-Train. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Johnson. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now, here's Thomas. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Murray left side. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Here's A-Train. He's got 11, and he gets the bucket. A-Train's got 13.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Now here's Thomas. Defense is right there. To the middle. Here's Lyles, and the dunk by Lyles.
That's just the game of finding the open man. We talk about how Thomas challenges your defense. He has the quickness, but also the pause.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot.
Chris, you and I love guys with a great handle, and they can finish with either hand. And I know you've got a couple guys that you think do it better than most.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right,
He's
exactly.
one of the best finishers that I've seen. Oh, my goodness, the way he can finger roll you with his left hand and throw it up so high the rain will come down with it and finishing off of both legs. You have to look at a guy like Harden as well, the way he finishes. How about LeBron James? As strong as he is, it seems like he just kind of gives you a shoulder with either shoulder, bumps and waits, and then lays it up nice, too. I mean, we have so many players. And Curry, he's another guy that does it so well. I can keep going on and on, but those guys, don't forget about Mike Conley. He's ambidextrous. He might just shoot a jump shot with either hand, so you got to be careful when guarding these guys. Great finishers.
Good names you've mentioned. And so in the game for the 76ers, the young stars Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Colts is out there with A-Train. And it's Covington in at the small forward spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He had 37 points and was very efficient on offense. He picked his spots on when to keep the ball moving or to shoot. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin, we'll see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Simmons passes to A-Train. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult for an adjustment to make.
Sinks the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Kicks to Covington, to the paint, and Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Covington. That's now 8 points for Ben Simmons. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
Here's A-Train, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got tall.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the chart.
And Chris, with the way the 76ers have taken huge steps forward, what should the expectations be for this team the next few years?
I wouldn't be surprised, Kevin, if they were competing for a title in 2 seasons. I mean, they have a very flexible cap to include their roster, and anything less than that, I think, should be viewed as a disappointment.
Passes to A-Train. Back to Simmons. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now, here's Thomas, guarded by Fultz.
Come
Oh,
on.
boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Kev, I love the attitude of Thomas. I mean, he has a real underdog mentality. It's what motivates him to play so hard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's A-Train. That shot is up. Good defense by Jokic. They get a hand on it. Good D by Embiid.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Here's Simmons, and he drops it in from the low post. Simmons got 12.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Thomas kicks to Jokic. It's over Embiid, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Simmons against Thomas. Here's Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Jerebko's checked in for the Nuggets. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
That's to Jerebko. He kicks it to Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Jerebko. Jerebko's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Porter's checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Gary Harris. Mike Muscala is checked in for Philadelphia. Here's A-Train, Martin defending. The Nuggets trail. They've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porter, no luck. Here's A-Train. The basket good off the assist from Pulse. 19 points for A-Train.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
Murray surveying the D. On the wing, Porter. Here's Barton. The shot's good.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A-Train has been sensational.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven this far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Jokic in at center. Wide open look here for Murray. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Murray's got 6 points.
Can't let Murray get comfortable with that shot. His stroke is just as pure as it gets.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Murray outside. Harris outside. To the inside. Millsap. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Murray. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And just 1 day left, folks. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to cast your vote for this year's All-Stars. You take a look at the A-Train.
And you'd be crazy not to give him your vote. What he's done this season has been nothing short of spectacular.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. The 76ers leading by 3. Harris on the double team. Pass to Embiid. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Well, with Embiid, the only thing that is going to slow him down, or has slowed him down so far, C-Web, is injuries.
But people forget that Embiid would have been the top pick in his draft if he was fully healthy. I mean, too often do great big men have their careers derailed because of injuries. Embiid, well, I think Embiid has overcome his rough patch of health. I mean, I think he's going to be a monster as long as he stays on the floor.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. And again, Denver, no good.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. You take a look at the A-Train. He's been a big-time contributor for his team so far. And, you know, we're right in the thick of the season, and he's one back of the top spot.
And with more or less a half a season behind us, he has shown what unlimited potential he has.
Can you imagine what his future is going to be if he stays on this path? I mean, with his work ethic, with his focus, he's been sensational this season.
Harris drives in. Goes to the fadeaway and ends it. Harris has got 16.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Inside. Here's Embiid. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And without a doubt, the voice of this team, the face of this franchise, is center Joel Embiid. Chris, he's embraced it from the beginning.
The 76ers knocked it out the park when they took the risk of drafting Embiid. To have a star like Embiid be so personable, it's rare. I mean, he's practically the voice of the city at this point.
Lyles checked in for Paul Millsap. Philadelphia also making some changes. Saric is checked in for Ben Simmons. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days, Chris. How much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. So you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. They're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right-to-left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go.
76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
What's up, gentlemen?
That's good from Simmons.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Thomas kicks to Murray. The pass to Jokic from outside the arc. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Trains the three-pointer. Fultz has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
and everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Well, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but they found a weakness in the defense.
For three, Millsap. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the 76ers call time here.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Here's Fultz. He has 5. Passes it to A-Train. Back to Fultz. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fultz has got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers leading by 13 on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. A-Train is out there with Fultz, and it's Embiid in at the center position. Here's A-Train. Back to Covington from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
And the basket by Thomas.
I mean, this kid has water bug quickness, and Thomas does not slow down when he's handling. That's a tough cover.
Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. A-Train, the pass to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Thomas. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
And the shot goes down. And now it's up to 25 points for A-Train.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
Thomas with the ball. Kicks it to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Millsap left side. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Fultz.
But he's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Here's A-Train. He's covered by Murray. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Denver. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Looking to end the run, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Pound for pound, the best in the league at drawing fouls. Isaiah lives at the line.
Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players. And it could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, you're like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team this year.
I would love to see it. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back. And then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is.
Yes.
And how they just embraced this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion and fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate an expansion. But we got to get back to Seattle first and foremost. Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also, doing some solid work from deep.
A-Train, the pass to Embiid. Count that one as his 7th bank in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Oh, he's a very active player who looks to score often. Embiid, phenomenal at finding all kind of ways to score.
Murray outside. Pass to Thomas. Shoots the 3.
What you switch for, dude?
And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Murray for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And 11 points for Jamal Murray.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will light you up from beyond. He's lethal.
Here's A-Train. He's covered by Murray. With the fadeaway. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
No more gambling. No more gambling.
And Thomas has it in the corner.
Don't gamble.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. When it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans, you know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Web is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain. Sure. Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to do this. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun. Fultz kicks to Simmons. Covington against Barton. Pass to Fultz. Over to the wing. 18 feet out. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Harris. Covington against Thomas. Now the pass to Millsap. It's Barton on the wing. Over Fultz. And that one goes long. The 76ers leading by 14. Here's Simmons. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Here's Simmons.
Yeah.
Rebound by the Nuggets.
It hasn't been his best this quarter.
Feeds to Harris. With the teardrop. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night. Passes to A-Train. And stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And the shot goes in. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, A-Train.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. And Philadelphia has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Murray kicks to Harris. It's Jokic top of the key. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Here's Simmons. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Nuggets trail by 12. Murray outside. Martin in the corner. Covington with the steal. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break, and slammed dunk by Harris.
We've gotten used to Millsap's elite level defending, and there it was on display again. The steal leading to the fast break. Whether he's in the passing lanes or on the ball, he is a problem for the opposing offense.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris. Here's A-Train, and he goes in for the dunk.
A fantastic dunk, and he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Jokic inside, and Beach there. Jokic, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's A-Train, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Barton outside, and stolen by Simmons. Here's Fultz. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 6th assist on the night.
And the talent Fultz has, I mean, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Fultz. Off target with his 3. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Jokic, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's A-Train. Pass to Embiid. Shoots it. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Embiid's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Down by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for A-Train.
Well, their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and he kept everybody moving, working to get over.
Millsap misses.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get his shots. It's just not connected.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Morris. Urepko kicks to Harris. Passes it to Plumlee. And the rejection by Embiid.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Way to play, man. Way to play, man. That's the way, baby. That's how we do it. Big win. Oh.
You had the place rocking tonight.
Let me guess. Press conference?
You know it. You ready?
Yeah, I think so. Just a second.
AI, there's been a lot of talk about you making the All-Star game this year. What would it mean to you to be chosen for the team?
Man, it's hard to believe that I'm even in the discussion, you know? Like, it feels like last month I was, riding from city to city in the bus in the G League. So if by some chance that I come to it, that would be a huge honor. And man, I tell you, I don't even have to play in the game. I could just sit on the bench with the other great players, and that would be a dream come true. So it's crazy. I think that's it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they've now won 6 in a row, making it look easy. We'll see if they can keep it going tonight and push it to 7. The superstar talent level of Joel Embiid. Our collective hope is that he can stay healthy and realize his full potential, Shaq.
This is what they call the process. They've tried to bring him along slowly. You know, Ernie, there's a lot of extra wear and tear when you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight to carry around.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why don't you lose the weight then?
Talking to me? Talking to
No,
me.
you said it's a lot like, oh, you were just saying in general.
In general.
Okay, gotcha. Well, he's trusted the process. I think so. And he's already a difference maker. So I think that his versatility, being able to handle the basketball, shoot the 3, and run the floor, that is good.
This guy is really, really fun to watch. What?
I got a question. If I played in Philly now, what would my name be?
What was
Joel Embiid.
Like Shaq Diesel?
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
But
It's like Diesel?
It's Embiid.
Yeah, but I
Indeed.
replaced the dude.
But it's still a Shaq or something.
Yeah, but
I
it's
still like it.
It's horrible. Not up to his eye standard.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. You take a look at the 76ers. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
This is a team with high expectations, and they don't end with the regular season.
And they've been every bit as good as expected, Greg, rolling through the regular season, and they're gathering momentum as the postseason grows closer. I would say they'll be dangerous again in the playoffs.
Now look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. A-Train is out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's Covington in at the 3. Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs around this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams, and it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championships. to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
Now here's Simmons after LeBron James's miss. Clock at 6. Shoots over Kuzma. No good from Simmons. And it's Harris with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they establish that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And here are the 76ers now. After the miss from Corey Harris, it's tipped.
Helping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Now here's Kuzma. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix. Left side Harris. Back to McGee. Over Embiid. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. Second, Joel Embiid. Third is JaVale McGee.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Embiid, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Harris looking it over. James in the post. Defended by Covington. Trying to end the drought. Shot clock reset for the Lakers. A shot's good from LeBron.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now, here's Fultz. 9 points last game. And that one, good. Embiid's got his second basket.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Covington. James in the post. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Simmons passes to A-Train. It's tipped. Over to the wing. Some nice ball movement here by this.
Oh, wow! Oh, my goodness. You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Now, here's Kuzma. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rondo kicks to Harris. For 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Away from home, you got to execute. And they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution. Especially when you're on the road.
Oh, come on.
Follow your game
Don't
plan.
man.
I thought they were awesome in that game.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
With the amount of characters and personalities on the Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge, they play with brashness, some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
Covington with the steal. Fultz the pass to Embiid. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. Embiid's got 6 points.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Harris, no good.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
Lakers trail by 5. Now Kuzma. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harris finds McGee. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
You got to be aware of Harris there. When he's got good positioning inside, you know he's aiming to break that rim.
Now here's Fultz. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Embiid, the pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Luke Walton.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit, and their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible, dictate pace, and play the game on our terms. We'll see if they can pull that off tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Count that one. 5 points in the game.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Simmons against Beasley. No good from Simmons. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's A-Train. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Rajon Rondo is out there with Hart. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Releases from 15. No good from Simmons.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
Here's Hart, guarded by Simmons. Caldwell Pope for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Fultz, the pass to A-Train. And that one is stuffed right through.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. No good there. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Those shots good from A-Train.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. And Simmons with the rebound. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter play.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives the lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Hart. McGee up top. At the Hart.
Oh, come on.
They need this, and it's good.
Can you jump, dude?
Hart's got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
He was all alone on that one. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Out to the wing. McGee dishes to Rondo. The Lakers need to get a shot off here.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Here's A-Train. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. The 11-footer, and that went off the back of the rim.
You can't guard me, man.
A-Train's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia. Los Angeles has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Hart the pass to Caldwell Pope. At the Hart. Caldwell Pope outside. From 12 feet out. Here's McGee. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. James comes in for Josh Hart. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The 76ers also with a sub. Johnson's checked in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the middle, here's Stevenson. And it's McGee, it's out the key. Stevenson right side. Shoots it up. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Stevenson's got 5 points in the quarter. The 76ers lead. Now, here's Fultz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's A-Train. He's guarded by Stevenson. 6 to shoot. Pass to A-Train. Stolen by Stevenson.
Really?
And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Feeds it to McGee. That puts them in the lead.
No shot blockers on the court.
Of the night.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to A-Train.
Oh, just throw it.
Here's Kuzma. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
Give him the rock, dude.
Stevenson's got 3 assists in the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing time.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And keeping us up
What's
there
up
for
with
the
foul,
final.
man?
Bring it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Nuggets just played phenomenal. He had 36.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now with... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A-Train has been sensational.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. A-Train is out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. Embiid, no good. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Embiid finds Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's A-Train. Embiid trying to break loose.
And playing with a real edge on defense. Harris doesn't mess around when it comes to guarding his man.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The pass to LeBron. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And the call will go against Corey Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Embiid. McGee with the block.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
76ers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. A-Train, the pass to Fultz. Tipped away. Here's Embiid. And the 76ers get it back. And the shot goes in. Simmons got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
Oh, I tell you, how about the passing of Simmons? I mean, just sticking with it on the glass.
Outside Rondo. LeBron kicks to Rondo. His first shot coming late, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And Embiid has an excellent feel for the game, including how and when to pass the ball.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. They're off the bat of the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That's the first of 6 played on the road.
And, you know, Kevin, that's what they want, an uncontested look from the perimeter. Sadly, they came up short on that possession.
Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got 12. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Man.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. I mean, of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
And the 76ers making a change here. Muscala's checked in. Pass to A-Train. Back to Muscala. The 3. The 76ers with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Harris. They get it again. Rondo. No good with the layup. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Good work there as it goes. 5 points in the game.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, Vice President, Player Relations, and really had your fingerprints in a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
I don't anticipate that. I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing broadcasting both radio and television, and then 4 years in the VP of Player Relations role. Phenomenal relationship with a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game, watching the game. We're glad you're in broadcasting, I tell you that.
Thank you, partner.
And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. 6 points for LeBron. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. That one good for 2. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
To the paint. Here's Harris. And it's Corey Harris with the jam.
It's just so fun to watch Harris play the game. I mean, an awesome scorer who can heat up in a hurry.
And the 76ers call time here. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
He is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the 76ers, Saric is checked in for Muscala, and Wilson Chandler subbed in for Robert Covington. And it's Simmons penetrating. A rebound by the Lakers.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
Beasley kicks the ball. And Cole slams it in.
Ball really has what I call rush hour handles. He can go where he wants to with the ball, even against pressure. Really good at maneuvering through defenses.
To the middle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this.
Out.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Hart, and it's McGee
you
in
got
the
a jump shot. Use it.
They get it back. Saric will not drop through.
That
Dennis
up,
puts
man.
him at 6 for 10. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Kuzma. Buries it down low.
Even when Kuzma is defended well, he's still great at maintaining his composure and getting to the basket.
Oh, Nick. Give me one.
Here's A-Train. Rondo on the double team. Lays it up and banks it in. Saric has got the lead back up to 6 now for the 76ers.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Rondo. Defense right on him. Unloads from 13. Here's McGee. Some solid defense from Saric.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Covington passes to A-Train. Takes the 13-footer, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. In a moment now, quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
But they're rebounding. They're giving themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helpful.
And also, how about the points they've got in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Harris is checked in for Los Angeles.
And, you know, I think if you're a Lakers fan, you've got to be excited about this young core. I mean, had a fantastic draft in 2017.
All these screens, man. Can somebody
good building
switch?
players in Ball, Kuzma, and Hart.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
A finish and slam dunk by Harris.
You just can't be relaxed around Harris. He's great at recognizing when to take risks and go for the steal.
Come on, you see.
2017 draft group, you add Ingram. Great for this franchise.
And you consider the Lakers lost a pick last year and almost lost another one the year before, Kevin. I think they've done a good job finding talent late in the draft.
Me too. Kuzma kicks to James. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Covington. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from James.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
By Harris. Pass to Simmons. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, I love the intensity of Fultz, Kevin. I mean, he brings it all the time, has that dial turned up.
Now here's Rondo, guarded by Fultz. Here's McGee, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers leading by 5. Simmons passes to A-Train. Yes, that goes in. A-Train's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, the game comes so naturally to him, easily. I mean, helping to expand their lead as they try to close this one out. Keep doing it.
Kuzma can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. They get the rebound. Here's Sharch. Basket number 8 is all good. He has attempted 12 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Kuzma kicks to Harris.
Oh, come on.
Drops.
Hell.
Harris has got 4 this quarter.
The muscle on display. Harris good at keeping his focus and not letting the defense alter his shot.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris. Back to Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, when you watch Ben Simmons, he has marvelous talent and all-around ability, but sometimes you can easily focus on what he can't do. He's not a great shooter, so teams do back off of him, but still, this guy is an impact player because he sees the floor, he passes it great, he's a terrific rebounder, and he's got a nice motor.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Harris outside. Kuzma inside. Simmons is there. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Passes it to A-Train. Sharich up top. There's the pass to A-Train. Covington wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with
earn that, son.
For days.
Go earn that.
The right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the first one at the line is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, A-Train.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Good on both. Philadelphia leading by 7. And here's Fultz. Here's A-Train. Dishes to Sharich. Here's Simmons. Harris trying to get free. Again, Philadelphia.
That, to me, is good use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Harris outside. Back to LeBron. Shoots over Covington. James misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris. Here's A-Train. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Kicks it to Rondo. Looking for McGee. Gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Rondo is a dime dropper. One of the best passing point guards our game has ever seen.
Fultz the pass to A-Train. Sharich against McGee. Pass to A-Train. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Harris. Sinks that one from the post. And now it's only a 5-point 76ers lead.
A guy you can trust in critical spots. Harris, sensational at delivering for his team when they need it most.
Timeout called the 76ers. Ball checked in for Los Angeles. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Simmons. Here's Fultz. Passes to A-Train.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one. And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris. Rejected by Harris.
I mean, you have to be cognizant of where Harris is. He's solid at timing when the block shots.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Maybe he was trying to show off or something like that.
Is that what you think? Absolutely. Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
.105 left to play here in the 4th. Fultz the pass to A-Train.
Cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 3. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, we listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, let's see if they can come back.
Here's Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Johnson passes to A-Train. Takes the 13-footer.
Shit. That's not what I meant to do.
As the Lakers on the break. James with the ball. It's stolen by Fultz. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope the alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And no good is the first free throw. And this is for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second at 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 2. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Taking way too fucking long.
Ball with it. Shoots over Covington. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Timeout called the 76ers. Here's A-Train. Shot is good.
What? Come on.
It looks like this one might get reviewed.
Come on.
On the release. And don't start the celebration just yet. We're going to have a second look at the replay monitor and see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands. But we'll see.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And you know, as a player, you're aware of that clock ticking down on you. But within that last fraction of a second, it's really hard to know when you're focusing on your release and the defender if you waited just a split second too long.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Okay. Mamba time.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for the Lakers right now, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Harris is out there with ball, and it's James in at the small forward.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still broke it.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Out to Harris to take the lead, and James picks up the
There we go, baby. There we go.
Number 2 for him. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Dario Saric.
I'm not feeling that change.
The 76ers lead. A minute into overtime and what has been a great game so far. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Corey Harris picks one up, and he makes the first.
Well, he's been at the line so often tonight, but only just now is he starting to look comfortable.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. To the inside, McGee goes straight to the defender for the dunk.
Man, we need a big man. Can we trade
to the line? That one on Chandler.
And that's what you like to see from James, involving his teammates, a terrific passer who enjoys setting the table.
Here's A-Train. There's the dish to Simmons. The pass to A-Train. Another miss by Philadelphia. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. James, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Yeah, get his ass out the game.
And he makes the first.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making. Thanks
10
to
points?
his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame.
James against Covington. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from LeBron.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris. Knocks it down, the bucket from A-Train. A-Train's got 32 points in the game. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Here's James. Connects on the 17-footer.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
To the inside, Simmons. Kuzma pulls it in.
Why would you shoot that?
Kuzma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Chandler with the steal.
All the way, all the way.
And Simmons slams it in.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Lakers trail by 4. Ball kicks to LeBron. That falls. Nice feedback time from Ball. And that's now 30 points for LeBron.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better catch.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris. Here's A-Train, rejected by Harris. And there's the call on A-Train. That's his first foul. Sharch is checked in for the 76ers. Lakers have gone 4 for 7 on their shot attempts in the extra period up to this point. Here's LeBron. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Sharch.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A-game on that side of the ball.
Well, Greg, it was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Pass to A-Train. It's in!
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 43 seconds left in the first overtime. And Philadelphia making a change here. Muscala's checked in. Kuzma kicks to Harris. Pass to McGee. Money! Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Here's A-Train, guarded by Harris.
And they do have a foul to give.
Come on, baby.
Stop away from winning this game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 21 seconds left in overtime. That is what you take.
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
And the call will go against Corey Harris. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
They've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Here's Rondo. The 3 won't fall. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Yo, have y'all gotten any word about the MJ golf tournament this year?
I heard about it.
Like,
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. In tonight's game, Carmelo Anthony, one of the top scorers in...
Don't 2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. A quick trip here for the Rockets, just one game away before heading back to Houston. And Jakob Poeltl out with the injury. He will be missed. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, thank you very much. Now, if the name AI sounds familiar,
David, as always, thank you. I remember seeing that dunk. Wow.
And that was the talk of the basketball world for a minute. I remember seeing for the first time and just wondering, who is this kid?
Steve, how about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There's some teams, you can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that is sustained for a long time is the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set, goals that's realistic. And if you can do that and obtain that, then you have pretty much a good team.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Clint Capella is out there with AI. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. The pass to Harden. Clock at 6. From deep. Houston working now with the new shot clock. Capella with the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Young taking his time here. Over AI. It's rebounded by Houston. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
Yeah, it's a great honor in the NBA to be a spokesman for Gatorade, and the company recently announced that AI would be the next player to fill that role.
And I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised Gatorade went with AI as their next spokesman. Some of the greatest players ever in the NBA have held that role, but the company feels the sky is the limit for AI.
And DeRozan kicks to Gay. Pass to DeRozan. Outside Gasol. And the rejection by Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Aldridge. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. That's a nice passing there by Houston. And the dunk by Capella.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game, where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter. Let's look at the stats for Chris Paul. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Aldridge's shot is good.
I like the extra pass. We know Rudy's a shooter first, but he also understands what this offense requires.
Anthony against Gay from deep. Harden. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young pass to Gay. Passes it to DeRozan. Over AI. And that one goes long. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. To the inside. Out to Anthony. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Spurs trail by 11. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Gay. Over Anthony. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Gay's got his first points of the night.
Boy, I'll tell you, from mid-range, Rudy's shot mechanics look effortless.
Harden with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. A shot by Anthony, no good. Spurs shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. And DeRozan throws it down.
Keep your head on a swivel with DeRozan on the floor. He'll finish way up top with an alley-oop.
Harden surveying the D. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Clearly a foul.
Houston shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the 3 points he can get.
Feeds it to Carmelo. Yep, it counts. Anthony's got 5 now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Young finds Aldridge. Out to DeRozan.
Oh, defense, son.
The 17-footer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Harden, that's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Spurs trail by 14. San Antonio calls timeout. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Gordon in for Carmelo Anthony.
And how about the leaping ability of Young? Takes off for these dunks with such
barbecue
ease.
chicken, man.
That's just something you can't teach.
Here's AI. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Young. Harden grabs the miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's AI.
Can't guard me, son.
AI's got his third bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Take it. Unloads. Rebound by Murray. Spurs trail by 16. Left side, DeRozan. Over Gordon. And that one hits back iron.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Harden against Murray. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 10.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And there's the pass to Gay. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Pass to AI. Back to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Steve, when it comes down to how this country is developing young players, Spurs trail by 20. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's DeRozan, and it's Young, and it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Down low, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it. He's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. And a wide open look for Walker. San Antonio again missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
It's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Young outside. He kicks it to Gasol. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Shoot it.
Outside Gasol. Back to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Connects from three-point range. Young's got 5.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Young against Harden. Here's Anthony. And it falls over the rim and in. 10 points for him.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Aldridge kicks to Young. DeRozan in the corner. Passes it to Gasol. Young from outside. But they'll get another chance. DeRozan against Anthony. Another shot. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan. Houston leading by 23. Ennis kicks to Harden. To the middle. Here's AI. Rebounded by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
And AI throws it down.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
Here's Gasol. The kick out to Walker. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Anthony against DeRozan, and there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. Young outside. Over Harden. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. The kick out to Young.
You know what's up.
Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Rockets with the rebound.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
And San Antonio shooting just 39% in their second quarter.
Some people see Popovich as uncompromising. He can be that way. But working things out with LaMarcus Aldridge last year, just another great coaching achievement.
A 3. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. 8 points for Marcus Young.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Gordon, the pass to Harden. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Harden's got 15. And with that Aldridge situation, Popovich said he was the first player to ever bluntly ask him for a trade.
And Popovich replied, Kevin.
And so it's Houston holding a 22-point.
Well, you've been off to a really great start, especially in your first season. At what point do you start thinking about Rookie of the Year?
Well, all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
You know what? It hasn't been his role, but he has the skill set to do it. Maybe this is a new wrinkle to his game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets. Over on the wings, it's Harden paired with Melo. AI is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Paul in at the point. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Paul's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Houston. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Kicks it to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. They get it again. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
Easy bucket for Powell. Failed to block him out. He'll hover around the offensive boards all day.
Anthony, the pass to AI. Back to Anthony. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. So it'll be James Harden shooting. That one on DeRozan. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Woo! A nice shot by AI.
Woo! And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
And Young kicks to Gay. It's deflected.
Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, just tremendous concentration from Young. An experienced guy who knows how to absorb the contact.
Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family, and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Here's DeRozan. Count it.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
And it's AI missing. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And
Come
it's
on.
Young. That time on the assist from Gay. Gay's got 3 assists tonight.
Just difficult whenever Young is in the paint. You can try guarding him, but he's just too talented of a scorer.
Anthony with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound. AI.
Come on, baby.
With a nice touch off the glass. AI's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup
I told you don't put that guy
down
on
the
me.
floor.
Mills is checked in for Pau Gasol. And a change for the Rockets. Green's checked in. Anthony, the pass to AI. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 5 assists in the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
For San Antonio, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And here's Mills. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. On the arc, hits it from three-point range. Mills has got 6.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Here's Capella. A beautiful reverse layup. 14 points for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Mills finds Aldridge.
Give me the game.
Anthony against DeRozan. And the shot is good. DeRozan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When DeRozan senses he's on a roll, he becomes hyper-aggressive.
AI outside. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
A different look now for San Antonio. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. And Murray subbed in for Young. Houston also making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Capella, and Eric Gordon subbed in for Anthony.
Barbecue chicken,
better
baby.
than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. And Eric Gordon, the 2017 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. I mean, he has found a home and just been tremendously productive with the Rockets.
Teardrop shot. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And slam dunk by Nene.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense, delivers a perfect pass.
And Gordon, also the winner of the 2017 three-point shootout. His long-range proficiency
Watch
a great fit on the Rockets.
You know, he's got that low set shot release, but and he gets it off with great volume and one of the more prolific three-point shooters in our league.
The Spurs making a switch here. Berton has checked in for San Antonio. They have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
AI, it's rebounded by Aldridge.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Murray. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Gallinelli for 3. Doesn't go for it. The Rockets go the other way with it. AI outside. Launches it. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Bertans kicks to Mills. Outside Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. Gallinelli against Green. For 3, Murray. The Rockets pull it in. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's AI. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Steve, you were kind of a positionless player. When you played 6'8", highly skilled, talk about some of the guys who really fit that bill in today's game.
I think guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum does a fantastic job. Ben Simmons, Jalen.
And Tucker kicks to AI. And Aldridge comes over to help. Back to AI. Here's Carter Williams. Sweet little floater.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
He plays with such intelligence, creating good angles for the pass, hitting guys where they can do something with it, trying to make the most of every possession tonight.
Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Murray out there with Young. And it's Gallinelli in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
I'm thinking of bigs in this league. Not many have a better in-between game than Aldridge.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
AI kicks to Chris. Out to the right wing. Tucker finds Chris. AI outside. Count it.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator.
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.